So 8 laps of distance here tonight for your ASCS Santan 4 Desert Sprint Car Series. Green flag is in the air. We're underway. And John Romero breaks out to the early lead, followed by Ronald Webster. They'll sneak around Patrick Krob, your pole sitter. Here comes Dalen Pereira in that 55 machine. Pereira and Mason Kiefer round out your top 5 as they come to the stripe off of turn number 4. John Romero will lead lap number 1, followed by Ronald Webster. John Romero in that 65X. When I started announcing racing out here in Arizona, he was actually a bomber driver out at Canyon Speedway Park, champion first year I raced. And here he is up in the sprint cars now as Dalen Pereira goes around the outside, or is at least trying to go around the outside of Patrick Krob. He'll sneak by him, fall in line back behind the tail tank of the 51 of Ronald Webster. Krob, though, trying to throw a slide job, held on to it, though, did not do it up to the 55 of Dalen Pereira. He'll stay in that 4th position as Mason Kiefer trying to work his way around the outside of 3K of Krob. Now Krob got a little scroll for turn number 4, almost put Mason Kiefer up on the wall. Kiefer will drive on as Sean Deskins now puts the assault on him. Kiefer, though, gathers the car back underneath him, trying to reel in that tail tank of the 3K once again. That's 4th, 5th, and 6th on the racetrack, as it might be a battle for 5th right now. Sean Deskins down to the inside of the 7M of Mason Kiefer. Kiefer with a strong drive off of turn number 2. Going to look around the outside now of Krob as they work off of turn number 2. And Mason Kiefer takes over that 4th spot. Robbie Allen owned Hot Rod in that 7M. See if he can't reel in the top 3, as right now it's John Romero out front, followed by Ronald Webster and Dalen Pereira in the 3rd spot. As they race into turn number 3. Pereira right now giving everything but the kitchen sink of that 51 machine of Ronald Webster. As Webster washes up the racetrack, Pereira going to see the opening down to the inside. Going to drop the nose down low, try to pull up side by side and slide up. Can't quite do it, though. Pereira hangs on to that 3rd spot. As Sean Deskins tries to make his move on the 3K of Patrick Krob. Patrick Krob probably driving the oldest chassis out here tonight as the white flag flies. That Krob chassis is about late 90s, early 2000s. Ellis hot rod that he has right now. Hanging on to that 5th position as right now your race leader, John Romero. He'll lead him off of turn number 4 one final time. Checker flag is in the air. He'll win heat race number 1 with Ronald Webster, Pereira, Mason Kiefer, Krob, Deskins, and Shepner. Green flags in the air. We're underway. And it will be Dustin Cormany, the Ginger Ninja, breaking out to early advantage over RJ Johnson in the 34 machine. Top 2 drivers, they pull away from Ryan Murphy in that battle for 3rds, as it will be Cormany leading lap number 1 as Ryan Murphy spins around off of turn number 4. Yellow flag will fly for the 7X of Ryan Murphy. That car got a little squirrely, not too sure. Green flags in the air. Dustin Cormany caught RJ Johnson sleeping. He'll lead the field into turn number 1. Good start there by Dustin Cormany as RJ Johnson at 2nd spot, getting pressure now from Kyle Shipley in the OG. Kyle Shipley trying to work his way around the 34 machine of Johnson, driving for Tanner Graw here tonight. As Dustin Cormany continues to show the way by about 4 car lengths, RJ Johnson starting to reel that tail tank in as they work their way through turns 1 and 2. Off of turn number 2, still about 4 car lengths of separation between 1 and 2, but the battle for 2nd starting to heat up now as RJ drives in a little bit deep that time into turn number 3. Kyle Shipley going to follow suit, though. Stay right to the back of the 34 machine of Johnson. Asa Kesterson in the 4th spot as Kyle Shipley peeks his nose down the inside of Johnson. Johnson, though, not going to have any of as they race down the back straightaway into turn number 3. It's going to be RJ Johnson hanging on to that 2nd spot as Dustin Cormany now starting to drive away once again from the 34 of Johnson. It was 4 car lengths 2 laps ago. Now it's up to 6 car lengths as they work their way off of turn number 2. RJ Johnson trying to get that right rear dig into the moisture here off of turn number 2. And hold off Kyle Shipley and see if he can't reel in the 29 machine of Cormany. But right now it's Cormany, Johnson, Shipley, your top 3, followed by Asa Kesterson in 4th by himself, Rick Schumann, Bruce St. James, and Ryan Murphy. Two laps to go as they cross the stripe. And the top 3 drivers, they have checked out on Asa Kesterson and the number 18 machine. Kyle Shipley, though, once again going to try to put the pressure on the 34 of RJ Johnson. Johnson works the cushion. Kyle Shipley tries to work the line down underneath. Can't quite do it. Bruce St. James takes his car off the racetrack. So come off of turn number 2 one final time here in heat race number 2. Dustin Cormany, he'll lead him off of 4. He will win heat race number 2 over RJ Johnson. Kyle Shipley Asa Kesterson and Rick Schumann rounds out your top 5 here in heat race number 2. Green flags in the air. We're underway. And Josh Shipley will take the race lead off of turn number 2, followed by Rocky Silva. Still going to keep it close quarters with the tail tank of that number 2 machine with Dennis Guile in third. Dennis Guile down the inside, the 50S of Rocky Silva. They go side by side at the line. Dennis Guile trying to take over that second spot. Can't quite clear the 50S of Rocky Silva quite yet. Now he will clear the 50S. Move Dennis Guile up to that second spot. As Josh Shipley leads lap number 1, he'll lead lap number 2 as well off of turn number 4. Michael Most trying to diamond off the corner of turn number 4. See if he can't sneak past the 50S of Rocky Silva. It will still be Silva hanging on that third spot with Most in fourth. Most going to lose a little bit of ground off of turn number 2 to the 50S machine of Silva. Tyler Most, though, drives it in deep into turn number 3. Diamonds off the corner once again. Still nothing for the 50S of Rocky Silva. As out front, Dennis Guile starting to reel in the number 2 machine of Josh Shipley as Silva and Most. They go side by side for that third spot. Side by side for a brief moment. Tyler Most down the inside of the number 50S of Rocky Silva. Then you got the 66 of Colt Maroney in the mix as well for that third position. So great racing going on for that third spot as the action's starting to heat up now for the top spot. Josh Shipley, he has it, but here comes Dennis Guile in the 4T all over the tail tank of Shipley. Looks down the inside off of turn number 4. Dennis Guile down to the inside of Josh Shipley. Shipley, though, holds him at bay for the moment as he rips the lip up through turns 1 and 2, leaving Dennis Guile in that second spot, just a car length and a half behind him. They follow the tire tracks of each other through turns 3 and 4 off of turn number 4. Has slicing and dicing going on behind them for that third spot once again between Most and Silva. Now Tyler Most will finally clear the 50S of Rocky Silva. Gonna see if he can't drive away now from that American Flowtech 50S. He'll do just that, entering turn number 3 as Josh Shipley gets the white flag this time over Dennis Guile. Then it's going to be Most, Silva, and Maroney. Off of turn number 2, they go. Josh Shipley with a 3-car length advantage off of Dennis Guile, over Dennis Guile, that is. Down the back straightaway, third turns 3 and 4. Guile going to use the low line, not going to have anything for the number 2 machine. Josh Shipley wins heat race number 3, followed by Dennis Guile, Tyler Most, Rocky Silva, and Colt Maroney rounds out your top 5.